Hello guys, how are you doing? Twitter recap is coming up. I don't have many charts for the day. I have like 8 or so, but I want to have them shown to you also so they don't get too old. Sometimes, 1, 2, 3 days and the charts, they're basically, too old to show, and we don't want that, do we? As always guys, please follow me here on Twitter, but also on YouTube. And last but not least, the Substacks, where I do most of my works with regarding to videos and daily updates for the members that we have on there. So let's get straight into business. I can see we are live. Yeah, cool. Just need to be sure. This is Transpiler here with Tesla. Tesla gets burned at the horizontal heat map resistance, so he has basically taken the highs from over here, and it had a huge rejection day. But also here, people on the Substack, we got long here, and the target were, if you were to add a trend line from here to here, basically somewhere around here. So a massive move in a very short time. Also, there's a longer term trend line coming across here actually, somewhere in this vicinity here. So Tesla could be breaking out of I think it's a 3-year trend line also. So very interesting time here for Tesla, that is. I know there's a lot of people, a lot of institutions that are shorting Tesla. They might get burned, who knows? Jay Hinster here with silver on the monthly, ready to go to the moon soon. You can basically see here that again we have taken out the $26 level, the 28, the 30, and yeah, I agree. When silver moves, it moves big time, and I think we are at that moment in time also where silver could be starting to do something that you don't see often, but I think we need to wait for the gold to silver ratio to move down or resume down after it has now broken down, retested, and now wants to roll over at some point. Then silver will do exactly what we are expecting, and that is getting into the 40s. Transpiler again here. I really like the simple charts, and also the addition here with the volume profile, straight into the apex here with the high volume, meaning whichever way we break is usually a break that has a lot of momentum behind it. And this is the super micro, the SMCI here, testing resistance in the pre-market. I don't know what it did during the day, I'll have to check it out, but definitely here getting above, let's call it 1,000, then it will definitely have ways to go. Now when I think about it, it did move quite well, didn't it? Anyways, we shall see here, but a great chart again by Transpiler here on the SMCI. Holger here. The 10s and 30s yield spread briefly turned positive for the first time since January. So again, we are playing with that situation that might come up here. Normally we look at the 10s and 2s with regard to the spread, but having the 10s and 2s to uninvert, that's usually when bad things happen to the market. So the 2s and the 30s here might be the first one to start to uninvert, but that should trickle down in my opinion. The CNY here with the Baltic Dry Index drops 0.2% to roughly 2,000 in London. Actually, I think I have on my chart that it actually is back above 2K. I could be wrong here, but you can see the spring here that is about to be sprung either way, up or down. Which way we go here is going to be the direction for a good period in the shipping space. We shall see which way it goes. Transpiler here, the Russell 2000 breaking out, Bitcoin pumping. Why not play both? This is Mara. Also a stock here that we bought into over here, again almost got taken out by our stop loss, but the past 2 days has just been printing higher and higher. Looks really good, and yeah, I think this one has legs to it. If you zoom out the chart on a weekly time frame, it looks really good as well. I think there's a lot more upside on Mara here. Fantastic, fantastic. Bullish trend with XLE and liftoff. Trendline breakout there on XLE. That's good for obviously the energy sector, oil and gas, also uranium, and all the stocks there in between. 3 impulses here, 1, 2, and then maybe you can call it like 4, but at least 3.5, right? And then we're making a higher high, higher low here, and now we're resuming higher trendline break. We did give a bit back into the day, into the close of the day, but overall we haven't broken out for the XLE, and this could be the start of something more long term. Also, while we have oil sitting at 84, oil needs to break 84.5, and then I think it will have a massive move as well. So energies could be having a renaissance here again, and that's quite good. We need that. So Jordan here, a not so gentle reminder: the real bull market has not even started yet. When it does, look out. So what he's trying to show here, or he wants to show, is gold measured by the 60-40 portfolio. So I think it is 60% bonds and 60% stocks and 40% bonds, or I can't remember, vice versa. But anyways, you can see here that the last 2 times we have had similar is also when gold started to really do its thing, and we could be at that moment in time here where basically, you know, everything is going flat here, and I think it will break to the upside. I would be very surprised if not, because the bond market has peaked, and it should be with lower lows and lower highs on the bond market, and gold will do way better, doing higher highs and higher lows on the weekly. So this should be a point in time. Timing wise, always difficult, but gold should start to outperform that. Great chart, by the way. I have never thought of, you know, do a ratio like that. So beautiful. Last but not least here, my good friend Borak on Natgas. Natgas bye bye. You can see here basically dropping down here below the lowest trend line here. This one is basically a parallel from this across there, and you can see the top there's also well defined. We have come a long way, but you know, with Natgas it can keep going, but usually I would say we might be at the end of a trend here. But again, yep, it doesn't look good for the good old Natgas. And I also think if you looked at the TTF last week, that it were in this bearish, in this bear flag or bearish channel, and it actually broke down during the week. So that is probably the precursor for this. So Natgas needs to prove itself before it can. It looks good, but for now it doesn't look good at all. I completely agree with Borak on that part. That's it, guys. A short video with the Twitter update recap here. I will find new charts for you guys during the day tomorrow, and depending on how many we get, we will have yet another fantastic video tomorrow, guys. Have a great day and a great evening wherever you are. Cheers. Bye.